Welcome back, everybody, here at the World Cyber Games 2012 Grand Final live in Kunshan, China. We are here at Warcraft 3 semi-final time. It is myself, Toby Kenobi, being joined by our Warcraft 3 expert and StarCraft 2 lovable kind of guy. It is Caldor. Man, we have an insane matchup.
We have the best matchup ever. I am so excited about the next game that we are going to see. It is Ted versus Moon, Undead versus Night Elf. And I had a small nerdgasm when I actually saw those two players. There they are. Oh my god, the crowd, guys, you should see that. I hope you got the shot earlier when the camera was just flying over the audience. It is insane. The Chinese are cheering for Ted. The Koreans here in the booth, they are cheering for Moon, of course. This is going to be such an epic match.
Yeah, this is like extra security. We're seeing the crowd almost bulging at the seams right now to get as close as they possibly can to the superstars, not only of Korea, being Moon, the legend in his own right and in every single history book you will ever read, but also Ted, the lovable, basically cute teddy bear that is from China, the Chinese hope for Warcraft 3.
As soon as we get the next crowd shot, have a good look at those security guards. They are everywhere and they are needed. The crowd is pushing in, and several times they had to push them back because everything is overcrowded here, and it's so hard. Look at this. Just look at this view. It is amazing.
Man, it is absolutely beautiful, and this is only day 3. We've got day 4 coming up tomorrow when the StarCraft 2 Grand Finals are on, the Dota 2 Grand Final is on, the Warcraft 3 Grand Final is on, the Dota Grand Final comes up directly after this as well, and this crowd, I can tell you, is going to stay around. But right now, let's check it out. Moon, the man himself, we say his record is deceiving, but his play definitely is not.
Moon is one of the most amazing players in esports ever. He was one of the best Warcraft 3 players that we ever had. Then he transitioned to StarCraft 2. He plays for Fnatic. He was able to do really well in the GSL, and now for this tournament in particular, he trained a little bit of Warcraft again, and he has the skills. We've seen it when he won against Sky, when he took out one of the favorite players in the tournament in the group stage. Now he's up against another Chinese player. He is up against Ted. It is such an incredible game that we are going to see, and the best thing about it is going to be a best of 3.
Yeah, it is, man, because you have these best of 1s where anything can happen, but best of 3, you got to prove it time and time again. Obviously, 2 times would be enough. 2 times what you need to get yourself through into that grand final position to come back tomorrow and compete for the World Cyber Games 2012 Grand Final title of champion.
There's Ted. We saw him lose against Lin, and now he is up against Moon. It's going to be a Night Elf versus Undead. This is going to be such an epic game. It's a matchup that we didn't see so far at this tournament, at least not on the main stage, and I couldn't be more excited. Ancient Isles is going to be our first map here, and man, is this game going to get crazy. Earlier, we had parting up against Mexed, against a Chinese player, and when Mexed won the first game, the whole area here, man, it was like a bomb exploded, the crowd erupted, and you could actually feel them shouting. You couldn't only hear them, you could feel them. The ground was shaking, and there are like twice as many people right now for the Warcraft 3 game.
Yeah, this is going to be absolutely beautiful. I was actually watching both Moon as well as Ted warming up. Would you believe in the Dota 2 area? They were down there practicing out with their Warcraft 3 before they came in, and I couldn't believe like the level of focus on these guys. Maybe a little bit of time to sign a couple of autographs to the fans who basically hound Moon. I saw him almost get toppled over completely in the courtyard before. There's just so many people that love this guy. Be him China, be him Korean, it just does not matter. They love him for Moon, and I think it's almost time to start up the game.
Man, I talked to Moon right before he went into the booth to play his game. He just came back from the bathroom and he said, like, I'm confident, I can take this, I've got this. Ted, on the other hand, he just walked like no one in the world could bother him right now. He is calm, he's collected, you can see him inside there for a second. He wants to focus. This is the game that everyone here was waiting for. Look at this crowd shot. They are ready, and so are we. Toby
is pushing him back. You can see him all the way out to the main door. There's a big line down the middle, which one guy was able to be like, yeah, look at me. It is time. It is time. It is Kunshan. It is semi-final. It is Warcraft 3.
The Warcraft 3 semi-final here at the WCG 2012 map number 1. It is Moon to the top left, our Night Elf player in red, starting for Korea. Here we have a shot of him. He is focused, he's determined, he wants to take this first game, and he's up against a strong Undead player. At the bottom right of Ancient Isles, we see the Chinese Undead player. It is, of course, Ted. I'm Kaldor, with me is Toby and Kenobi, and we are ready for this best of 3.
That's right. We're ready and we're prepared. We've been having amazing Warcraft 3 games on the main stage as well as off the main stage. If you want to check out the other D-Stage stream, you'll see some awesome games coming out from there. But both Ted as well as Moon, we've had them up here. They've given us beautiful, beautiful matches, and we hope this will be the same as we see Ted already just starting to build up. And of course, already we see the first progression. It is going to be from Moon. He's already setting up that Ancient of War.
One of the matches that I will never forget in my entire life is Grubby versus Moon, the final of this World Cyber Games 2008. It was epic, it was amazing. Grubby was able to take the title, but Moon is now on his way to another final. Whereas Ted is
hands,
chilling.
no hands, no hands Warcraft. You see it here first.
Yeah, Ted is just waiting for his hero, of course. We have the
APM.
Death Knight first. I would love to know what that means, man, but apparently all the Chinese could read it, and they are excited.
Please cheer now. Please cheer now. Oh.
We have the Demon Hunter first for Moon. He's starting with his standard hero, the Ancient of War, already built to the left side of the map to help, to assist with the creeping. He wants to get the first few experience points, whereas now the shop is on the way for the Undead player. He wants to equip himself as fast as possible with the Dust of Appearance and with the Rod of Necromancy.
It is a beautiful thing about the Night Elf, the fact you can use the Ancient of War just like this. Like poor little sheep just died on the side there. I don't know if like Moon's just being cruel to animals. So good experience for that little sucker. The Ancient War able to tank it up, and then we'll see the Demon Hunter arrive just at the right time to soak up the remaining points of experience. Ancient War can tank it all up. And it's just this fast progression that the Undead doesn't get at the very, very start. In fact, here we go. Straight back in again. And this is first one down, 2 more to go. Ancient War takes a lot of damage, but it's fast, easy experience and gives him an advantage over Ted.
The Death Knight already on its way. Of course, you want to summon those first 2 skeletons as fast as possible. You want to just try to maybe get a coil in there, maybe steal some experience, maybe an item if you're lucky.
Ring.
But he won't probably not be able to do too much. And here we have the Rod of Necromancy already being used. Town Portal sold for the Death Knight. No TP for Ted, and he's straight away going into the main base, trying to make sure that those archers are on low HP, but he can't do a lot of damage. Even those wisps are not as exposed as he would like to.
So we got ourselves one little fun wisp of Moon, just scouting out inside, wants to know exactly what Ted's doing, and maybe gets to live on 11 HP. So we'll like go in like a cat and hide inside the trees before it's going to die.
Yeah, he's going to try to hide the wisp, and then of course harvest a little bit. Yeah, she's so right.
Oh, wow.
My Undead heart is bleeding, and Moon is definitely in, but this guy is so good. But these days, Human is one of the races that most players struggle against. I talked to to Remind a little bit, and he said that Terran is kind of dominating. Human, of course.
You can't help it, can you?
Yeah, falling back into the Warcraft.
Technically, that's LOA, it's not Death Knight. So.
No, man.
Oh, is that Nanny Major?
You have no idea what you're talking about. This is not Dota. This is
It's
Warcraft 3, brother.
Well, Dota's from Warcraft 3. It's our roots, man. It's where it all started.
Down to the roots, that is. And here we have, of course, already the creep at the shop, trying to go for the Gnoll Overseer, trying to get those items. The Demon Hunter waiting for the boots. Not gonna be long, and then we will have him with the extra speed, whereas the Death Knight now has the time he needs to creep. There are the boots of speed for the DH already. And he is now just trying to find their Death Knight, going for those mana burns, keeping them low on mana, no coils for the DTA. That's what you're aiming for.
Yeah, get rid of those nukes. We saw actually in our previous games just how much those nukes can do. You get the Lich coupled up with that Death Knight, and all of a sudden you've got no life whatsoever. And if you do bring in a second hero, low on levels, low on life, then all of a sudden like you're forced to move back already. And looks like already the first little bit of aggression.
And already really interesting that we have here a lot of ghouls. He's playing now with the ghoul style, and I don't know exactly what's going on in his main base, the main base of Ted, but so far he's just sticking to ghouls, not going for anything like Crypt Fiends. And the Death Knight needs to be careful. He has the coil already. He wants to make sure that those ghouls survive. Don't want to give them extra XP. Surround attempt, but the Wisp is already in there. Can use the Detonate to kill those skeletons off.
Nice little nukage to manage to snipe off the Wisp, so now maybe he can try again.
He tries to, he blocks him, but no, he doesn't get the surround off. Coils the Ghoul and the Death Knight. Well, he's trying to get out there, trying to get a good edge.
Completely out of mana.
Completely depleted. He had to save those ghouls as fast as possible, and you can see no attempt to go for Crypt Fiends here, just sticking it out with the ghouls. And here's already the second hero on the way. He's just waiting in the middle of the map. And what's it going to be? We have another illusion casted, and there it is. It is the Naga. He's going for the Naga Sea Bitch, going right in there for the Frost Arrow.
That he will, man. That he absolutely will. And, well, let's see if it's going to pay off for him right now. It's all about catching Moon out of position with it. And may be able to find himself a sniper off always. We've just been seeing so many of these Warcraft 3 matches on the main stage. Everything has been dictated by just a small catch-out.
He wants to put some pressure on. The Naga already in position. There comes the Demon Hunter in once again. Tries to get another mana burn off. Not working here. There it is. And there's, of course, the Frost Arrow, but not enough ghouls with the army force around. Here they come. 31 supply for Ted, 28 for Moon, who decides to go for the Panda. Second, Breath of Fire, of course, already being skilled here, and he will try to make that area of effect work against those low HP units. What Ted needs later on are Scrolls of Healing, and of course the statue Slaughterhouse already on the way.
Nice little bit of a group up, and hello, Brewmaster into round, it's almost there!
He's going in!
He's got him! He's got him!
God.
Moon is caught, and this is the time the mana burn's coming behind, but it's absolutely nothing in
down.
comparison.
The Panda is down.
Oh.
The crowd is going wild, and now here comes Ted again, trying to slow down the Demon Hunter, but with the boots of speed and only a level 1 Frost Arrow, it's not enough to set the second surround. A nice mana burn here. Moon playing with fire, but he knows how to do it. This loss of the Panda and Brewmaster, on the other hand, that was definitely a bit of a misstep.
This is that brutal time now that Moon, he has to slow down to try and come back, and maybe again, it's
unbelievable! He has to use the TP! Oh my god, does he let it die? An amazing surround. He needs to TP out. He takes down the skeleton, but it's not enough. The gap is too small, and he TPs out. Great start here for Ted.
Man, this is just that magical micro. Not once, but twice did he manage to catch out Moon's hero, forcing the TP on the second. He could do nothing for the Brewmaster, and this is Ted controlling the map completely.
Yeah. He has map control right now, and he's using it. He's going immediately for this creeping. He tries to level up his heroes. He is in a great position here. The Brandon Brewmaster is on his way to get those levels up, but it's going to be very difficult. Here comes the transition, going for the first few group fiends. We have him on the Black Citadel now, and the first statue once again again. And here is this, but he doesn't have enough to go for a surround, and also now we see the Demon Hunter in the game, therefore he needs to retreat. He needs to make sure that he doesn't lose too many units.
Yeah, Brewmaster trying to just hold off one of those ghouls, so he's able to pick off 2 from this one. As already we're seeing the Demon Hunter in. Whoa, missed that right click. Now we go, finally gets it, and the Naga, Demon Hunter is going to turn around. And maybe, after just being burned once, back into the safety of the base, and hello, the first Obsidian statue.
He actually survives. Yeah, nice pathing block so far by the DH. Lich third, trying to go for the nuking. And of course, with the Naga, as soon as you hit level 2, you go for the Forked Lightning. Then you have your triple nuke, which is so important. But both heroes are really low on HP usually. They are not tanks. You can't really tank with them. You have to be very careful, especially since you can't call the Naga to heal hit points. But here we have now the Knight of Heroes with the Claws of Attack for the Demon Hunter.
Hello. Ted's just spotting out a little bit of a movement. Obviously, a snipe off one last one.
And now we have this type of preservation, so this is exactly what you want to use against surrounds. And at this point in time, we see this transition that I mentioned earlier. We have now, starting with the Crypt Fiends for Ted, because he knows exactly that Moon will on tier 2 now go straight into Dryads. Dryads, you can't nuke them, but they are unarmored, and this extra piercing damage from the Fiends is going to do so much, especially with the Ghoul backup that he still has already going into Destroyers.
Yeah, he's going to absolutely love this. They need this Crypt Camp to be finished off right now, because he's got a TP back to base. The Assault is coming into Moon's base right now. They must move back. And already, in comes Ted. He's like, well, maybe this is a killing spree for me.
Not using the Wisp here for the detonator. Skeletons are still alive, not draining the mana either. And we have now Moon retreating. He has the boots of the claw already. Here comes the Dryads. The first few Moon Worlds are not attack. It's in the middle of the day. No way to replenish those. And here we go again. Double nuke. The Forked Lightning hits. And here comes the Scroll. But the Panda is down.
Oh, this is starting to be over for Moon. They focus now on the Demon Hunter. The heal from the Moonwell is keeping him alive for the moment.
He uses the potion and he gets away, but now the archers are exposed and the Dryads as well. The Demon Hunter trying to get in once again. We have another level up for the Demon Hunter. For the Death Knight, he's moving in. No nuke just yet, but Moon is in trouble, down to 30 supply, whereas on the other hand, of course, we have Ted still going strong here with the statue against those 2 Druids of the Claw. And once more, the Demon Hunter moving in, the Lich in trouble, needs to get out of here.
Yeah, he's running himself down. These Druids, he said, on the tail, and in comes the Demon Hunter. The mana burn. He picks up the Lich, but will he get himself back to safety as well? He's forced to move away from his base.
Well done by Moon here. Takes down the Lich. On the other hand, we still have the Naga ready. And of course, this extra level up for the Death Knight. Another attempted surround. And as long as those Frost arrows are coming, he will take down the Druid. Where's the Staff of Preservation? The Staff is on the Panarin Brewmaster, not on the Demon Hunter. And there goes the Druid of the Claw.
That is even more being lost. And Ted says, well, you know what? I gave you a couple of moments to think about what just happened to your base. But I'm coming back, and I will come with a vengeance. The nighttime goes down. And this is, in fact, a very dark time for Moon.
Yeah, he uses his item here to force the nighttime to make those Moon Worlds replenish himself. And now, of course, we have also Rejuvenation once again in the game with another Druid of the Claw, but his army is really low. Here comes once again the Nuke immediately in the Death Guard. And we have the Frost Arrow. The Demon Hunter is running. He has those nice sneakers on his feet. He can run a little bit faster, but this is definitely Moon being in trouble.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to stick on. He's trying to get rid of these ghouls, anything he possibly can. And now the nighttime will wear off. And even one little Moon World being attacked by the Skeleton Minion, but it's the Demon Hunter. He's the main one.
God,
Druid goes down the back end. He can't get out of this one. It's like, come in range of my tree.
The trees are hitting, and they're hitting hard. Ammunition is still ready. With a little bit of mana, he could take it out. And here comes the Demon Hunter once again with a potion of healing. And here comes the nuke. He goes for the coil, he goes for the Nova. The Lich is back to business.
And this is Moon hanging by an absolute thread. He wants to come back in again. Just keep on going with the burst, but 58 HP, the damage is not enough.
And he still has a cooldown on the potion. He needs to get back here. The Moon is down. Here comes the Panarin Brewmaster with the 7 Preservation. But it's just so difficult for Moon to stay alive with only 23 supply left. And another Moon is being attacked. Only 2 heroes for Moon. What is he going to do here? The Breath of Fire doesn't do anything with the statue already healing the undead army. And here comes the focus on the Demon Hunter, forcing him back into the
GG!
GG! And game 1 ends for Ted.
Man, that was perfectly played by Ted. Moon is going to be absolutely frustrated with himself. That Brewmaster pick off by Ted so early on. And that was just amazing play by Ted. Locking in, get that surround, and then not only doing it once, following up with a second time. And since then, Moon trying to catch up, couldn't find an opening, couldn't find a hero. He found Lich at one point, but it was nothing in comparison.
The opening was just way too strong for Ted. He had such a great start into this game. He was able to kill the Panarin Brewmaster, forced the Demon Hunter to TP, and then he went for the Naga. He applied pressure, he moved in, and he hit Moon when it hurt the most.
Yeah, and this is just one of these times now where Moon, he's got experience. This man definitely has experience. Yeah. It's all about just chilling out, making sure, okay, game one I'm down. Lose another one, I'm out of this. I don't get my grand final slot. Battle for third, yeah, I'll go into that one, but that's not what Moon wants. Moon wants to win, but Ted, he's not going to let him have it easily.
Turtle Rock is a great map for Moon now, of course. He wants to win here. It's a 4-player map, and we are going to see about the spawning positions in just a few seconds. The players are already joining the lobby here, and we are ready for game number 2, guys. This is going to be so good. Tate is in the lead, but Moon, he's one of those players that you should never count out.
Yeah, never count him out, boys. Never count him out, of course. He is, do I dare say, the crowd favorite in the middle of China?
I actually don't think so.
No. I think as far as the live stream goes, maybe everyone's like, yes, Moon for the win. I kind of like have like community favorite being Ted and the live stream favorite being Moon.
I hope you guys get a couple of crowd shots when we are in the middle of the game and suddenly one of those heroes of Moon is just being nuked to death because they are going crazy here.
It's like their life is either over or just starting as far as a spectator goes. You got all these emotions flying into you. And there's Ted is just like, well, I'm going to do what people are saying I can't do. I'm going to beat Moon. And not only am I going to beat Moon, I'm going to take both his heroes to the cleaners. What do you think about that? I think that makes your day.
Ted with a very deep breath here, trying to calm himself down for game number 2. Moon looking at this.
See that frustration.
Turtle Rock is a good map for him. And what exactly he's going to do? He has a much bigger map than we saw in the first game. Night of versus Undead once again. Ted is ready. So is the stream, and Moon, of course, he was born ready. He's going for it. Look at this crowd, guys.
And you say Moon was born ready. He came out of his mother clicking a mouse already at 300 APM. Let's get ourselves into it. The Warcraft 3 semi-final, game number 2. And we come back now for the Warcraft 3 semi-final, set number 2. Fnatic RC Moon going up against the home crowd favorite. It is Ted playing for China. I am Toby Kenobi, and joining me is my man who brings me through all Warcraft 3 matches with a smile on my face. It is Caldor.
Always a pleasure, buddy, especially when we have two players this amazing. At the bottom right now, here on camera, it is the Chinese player, it is Ted. He's already up ahead with 1-0 in this best of 3. Can he do it again? On Turtle Rock, we have cross positions on the bottom right. We currently see the Undead, and to the top left, we have his opponent. What is Moon going to do here on Turtle Rock? A good map for him. Will he be able to come back into this game? He had a bit of a rough start in the first game, didn't he?
Yeah, that's not even just a rough start. That's one of those like soul-crushing kind of things. Like, why did that happen? How did I let that happen?
She immediately adjusted her sign. She's now going for the 2-1 maybe you are in.
Oh, I see.
She's a smart one, isn't she?
Now we get to start off.
Oh, she actually sits right. You can look at that. She sits right in front of us.
Oh yeah. Even runs, and everyone's just like popping up their heads going, wait, where is she? No, hide the head in shame. Mother, I'm watching a Warcraft 3 final.
No, Mom, I'm at school, I promise.
Gaming is healthy for the education.
You know, that happens to us at the GSL all the time, because the GSL studio in its current location is actually located in a school building. So some of those guys always travel down the floor and then watch the games when they should actually be in the classroom. So every single time there's a camera shot, they try to dodge and try to hide, because they know exactly if someone catches them on camera, they'll be out.
I got this extended project study. It's called StarCraft 2, and in this case it's called Warcraft 3. Oh, hello, little middle archer, just pulling out. It's going to be the turtles to start off with for Moon.
Yeah, you want to get those turtles early on, especially, of course, the greater turtle here. You want to make sure that you get those items. And the question is, of course, now the scouting. You need to know, where is my opponent spawning? Am I starting on a close position? Am I starting on a cross position? And the Ghoul trying to get the last hit here.
Man, if he's able to achieve this one, then this is going to be Moon. Yeah, he just instantly focuses down the Ghoul, and he does get him too.
Extra experience here for Moon. That's not what Ted wants.
Man, that is just one of those times where the Ghoul goes, you know what, all I'm meant to be doing is carrying trees. That was my job. That was my duty. I want to beat up against a turtle with a demon hunter looking down at me. That's just not fair.
But if you get that last hit in with the Ghoul and you steal the experience, that's one of the best feelings ever in the game, man. That is so amazing. But here comes the Death Knight. Once again, TP Soul trying to rely here on the Dust and, of course, on the Rod. Moving in right now, trying to keep those Moonwells low. Always attacking those archers, forcing the Night Elf player to deplete his Moonwells early on.
Yeah, the problem though is he's just pulling in these Skeleton Warriors, and while they're doing a little bit of damage to the Wisp, it's not really going to affect them. And Demon Hunter continues to find them, pick them off, and well, there goes your Moonwell hit, but it's still fine.
And yeah, you see already one of the biggest problems for our Undead player, of course. While he's taking here to the Halls of the Dead, we have nearly level 2 for the Demon Hunter. The Death Knight is still on. Yeah, he's still without experience, if I'm not mistaken. We don't see a click on it right now.
Hasn't got a single point. He hasn't got a single creep camp trying to stop up Moon from doing his one, and then it became harassment inside the base. And it was nothing. Nothing was lost. Not a single Wisp died, and at the end of the day, Demon Hunter picked up a couple of hits himself.
And there we go, going in once again, but of course now he can use the Shadow Melt. It is night already. He can use the Dust here, but why actually pop the Dust? There's no need to. The Archer will get away anyways.
And the fact that we're going to see Moon.
Solo creeping here, and it's already been checked. Here, there's the surround! No, needs to be careful. Yeah, does he get the item though? Yeah, he did.
He's happy with that, and he kind of wants to pick off this little remaining Ghoul. There's supporting Ghouls coming in. It's like, protect the Ghoul.
He can.
Look for the surround. There's our level 2 now up for Moon, and he got him.
Done.
He got him again.
The surround is done. He got him, but now he uses Immolation. Oh my god. Scaling Immolation here, and those Ghouls should better be prepared.
They're moving back already. They're burning like hell, but then again, so is Moon. And he'll retreat back out again. So yes, surround me all you want, but it's not going to happen again, Ted.
That really damaged the Ghouls of Ted already quite a bit, so he needs to be really careful. Immolation on level 1 doesn't do too much damage, but as long as you're surrounded, that helps you quite a lot. And of course, the first thing that he wants to do here is also get the Boots of Speed later on. We will see the Staff of Preservation. Right now, he is just sticking to the Staff of Teleportation that he can access at the neutral shop. He wants to have that because he realizes that Ted is going to try to go for these surrounds over and over again. And at this point...
Is this the first experience points coming in for Death Knight?
No, actually he already had some those, because the Ghouls with a solo creep made sure that the Death Knight gets at least a little bit of experience. But now we have both of them just creeping it up to the top right of the map, sticking to still to the small camps, and here comes the scout in for Ted. He knows exactly what's going on, pulls back from his own creep route, and tries to jack his opponent.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very difficult to do, though. That Archer support behind Moon as now a 5th Archer arrives. You come in close, and you better focus on these heroes. It's not going to be block downs. It's going to get rid of all these little skeleton minions. Anything you've got, it's not going to help.
He's moving in, and now
he's in close.
He will use the dust.
He's got one.
The first Archer is already dead. Can he get another one? He's trying to get close, and then he can use his coil as well.
Maybe even try and do a bit of a body block. Try and just like say, go for my Demon Hunter. Go for the Demon Hunter. Leave the Archers alone until I've got the extra support.
Yeah, that was actually close. He nearly moved in a little bit too close to those trees and gave Moon Ted an opening. But here comes the undead player now once again, trying to go for one of those Archers around, trying to do a little bit of damage. And he will have to pop the dust eventually. But for now, he's trying to stick to the Demon Hunter. But he does do much damage, especially with the Moonwall nearby. Here come the Archers though, and Ted is going out there. Needs to use the coil.
Yeah, but he's still losing him. The damage is still flying through him because of it. He's down to 86 mana. This isn't enough. This isn't enough for him to keep on going. One last coil, but now he's out.
Yeah, he's out. Even with the Boots of Speed, that should not be enough, at least if he blocks. He needs to block here a little bit. Black Citadel, and you saw earlier already, oh, wait a second, here we go again. Naga, which is coming into the map, and we now have, of course, the Pandaren Brewmaster for the Air Effect spell in conjunction with the Immolation, and Ted needs to be very careful. He might be able to go.
Demon Hunter, Moon! He's too low! TP!
Wow, Ted.
Life on the edge, man. Life on the edge, and they all retreat back out again.
But level 2.5 already for the Demon Hunter. Losing the Town Portal, on the other hand, is of course not what he wants to do here. Immolation and the Breath of Fire in conjunction does a lot of area effect damage to the low HP units. But what I wanted to say earlier is that you could see that we have for the Death Knight already the Claw, and he gave the Claw to the Nagasi, which he wants to do this extra damage. And later on tier 3 tech, he will get the Orb, he will get the Lich again, and this is going to be a lot of damage potential.
They're going to find each other smack bang in the middle of the map. We can check out Ted's base, but we'll check out Ted about to come around the back of Moon, and there's already the Death Knight in the front lines. And
great position. Double Ensnare already used by the Trolls, and they're going immediately. But here comes Ted trying to get away here. The Naga is going to die. The Naga will die. But the problem is, how much is Moon going to lose at the top right? The Archer's already going down against those Trolls, and now he's suddenly being attacked from two sides. The Naga being killed by the Demon Hunter here, but on the other hand, we have the Pandaren Brewmaster running for his life.
Surround.
And he's blocked.
Surround.
And versus surround. There it is. He's going for the surround, and he gets it.
It's a trade in the end. The secondary heroes of both players. It will be the trade, and Moon will do whatever damage he can, and now going to come in, but it's already too late.
Did you see that he runs in, tries to give the staff over, but it's already too late. And another attempt. He has the staff of teleportation, and he needs to use
got him.
Staff out or die.
Yeah, it's all, or just let him have a cap.
The summoning duration actually falls back, and now he's trying to take one of those ghouls down. And with the staff of teleportation, he can always just TP out if need be. But of course, now the Death Knight doing a great job here. Always just attempting to block the Demon Hunter enough so that it doesn't get this extra kill.
Yeah, but that is Demon Hunter popping level 3 during that engagement. It's amazing what you get from solo experience.
Yeah, it definitely is. And until that Pandaren Brewmaster was out in the game, he gained a lot of experience already. Here comes the Lich, as promised, already for the 3rd hero, and of course, once again, a couple of good things.
With Moon, he's looking for more advantages. This isn't just for the expansion. This is just because he wants the turtles. Ancient of War can tank this one out quite comfortably. But it's good experience, and Ted nowhere near to snipe this. It is, however, like risking that Ancient of War a hell of a lot. And Ancient of War starting to just get that tree and move himself back as the Brewmaster comes in. Ted's making his way in. This is the worst possible time for this to happen. And maybe the Demon Hunter's going to go down. Who gets the hit? The Tome of Intelligence pops on down.
Who got the experience? I'm actually not quite 100% sure. I click on the Pandaren Brewmaster. Would reveal it though.
Maybe.
Ah, there goes the tree, the Demon Hunter on level 3.5. What about the Death Knight? We have him on level 2 if I'm not mistaken, but how about the Pandaren Brewmaster? He's so important now. You want to have the level 3 here. You want to have the Breath of Fire, especially against schools. But here we have the battle once again commencing. The Breath of Fire hits early, and immediately Ted is gone out there. He's on 38 supply, has those statues ready now.
He doesn't want to stick around too much in case that army just gets a little bit stronger coming in through the rear. And maybe he does. Oh, man. Death Knight getting blocked up a little bit. Unable to get him in close enough. And then turns around. We've got the Lich now joining in the fight.
The Rejuvenation? There it is. Immediately the Claw Good is using it. Archer goes down. Here comes the nuke on the Pandaren Brewmaster.
Oh, he
is hurt.
He's really low.
And there's the Staff of Preservation being used immediately. That Demon Hunter is such a bank. He's one of the toughest heroes in the entire game. And he is on a prowl now. He wants to take down the Naga, but this is just too much firepower for Ted. Moon has to back off here. 42 supply for both of these.
And that was Ted playing with every single strength. We saw these nukes and slows just coming out. And when you got the Naga as well as that Lich coupling up together, how do you even get in position? You can't get in close. We've got two melee heroes coming out for Moon, and he just can't get in close enough to do the damage and do the aggression that he wants to deal.
He's really fast with the Demon Hunter, and of course, if he gets the Panda up on a higher level, then he can do so much, especially against those ghouls and skeletons. But the big problem for him is, if he lets Ted creep too much, then we have these nukes on a high level, and now Moon taking a risk. He's going to the top right, and he says, okay, I want to have the big 3 camps, I already have my Druids of the Claw, but he does not have Master yet. He's still on Adept, so no Master level for him. But on the other hand, we see that Ted is orientating himself to the left side of the map. No problem for Moon to get those extra XP in the high level lines.
What do we got dropped?
Oh, Katga's Pipe of Insight. So this will definitely help the Pandaren Brewmaster out to use those Breath of Fires. Not the best aura that he can get here, but a really good one nonetheless.
And Moon's going to completely wipe this one off. Ted completely oblivious to what's going on, but he's looking for more turtles because he likes turtles.
He can actually be really happy that this is not a spot that was creeped by his opponent, because if Ted gets that aura, then it's good night, Sailor.
Players' forces are under
But
attack.
Moon's got it, so he keeps himself in this. Considering he's one game behind in this best of 3, he already feels a little bit behind the 8 ball.
Both of them creeping, and you can see that we now have the Druids of the Claw in the Druid form, or in the Bear form. They are ready. What about the items for the Demon Hunter though? He has now his own orb, of course, and we see him now with another item. Is he going for a scroll? No, doesn't use anything here, doesn't buy anything, moves to the bottom right, still on the no upkeep, 50 or 50 supply. Kars tries to stay low here. You need this expansion if you really want to go for in the lower upkeep, unless you're hitting out huge timing.
Moon's going in. Ted's got to go back right now before Moon does some significant damage.
Big mana potion though for the Death Knight, and that's important. Also the potion of lesser invulnerability. But does he have a town portal? I actually don't think so.
Maybe not.
TP down.
There it's coming.
He just spawned one, and now he's going in once again. But on the other hand, we have Moon not being afraid, using Raw immediately. Oh, the Demon Hunter! Where's the TP? He actually is used his portal back with the Staff of Resurrection. There he comes back into the fight after healing himself. The Death Knight is down. The DK is down. Oh my god!
Moon is winning it!
Moon is going for it. The Death Knight actually survives with a potion of lesser invulnerability. My bad, the Demon Hunter bites the dust. And here comes the DK getting out, using the potion of healing. Oh my god! Moon is suddenly on the ropes.
Oh no!
And now we have the double nuke for the Panda. The Panda
is gone!
Oh god. And sorry guys for that missed call. It was of course not the Death Knight that goes down, but the Demon Hunter. The Death Knight is just surviving with the potion of lesser invulnerability. The Demon Hunter being targeted uses the Staff of Preservation, or the Panda uses it, TPs him home, he heals himself, goes back with the Staff of Teleportation into the fight, gets nuked, but then he dies. No way for him to survive.
Oh no!
Oh
Brewmaster, he's going to get blocked and slow. We've got both Lich and Naga behind the damage. 47, 0 life points.
This is it.
And
this
China.
has to be it.
They look like it's going to be a 2-0 against Moon here in the semi-finals.
Wow. Ted is on a roll here. He's moving in right now. He wants to end this game. He knows there are no heroes for his opponent. And if he kills the Altar of Elders, it is game.
It would be. It definitely would be. And it's just so long before the Demon Hunter is going to come back to life again. And this is just that time when maybe we will see a Chinaman in the grand final of the Warcraft 3 tournament.
The semi-final is nearly over. If Moon does not pull off some kind of miracle, then this has to be game. The Dryads are doing what they can, but we have so much damage potential already. Here comes the Fork Lightning, takes down the Wisp, the Coil and Nova follows suit, and now the Altar of Elders is going down. This is game.
That's going to call the GG. That is going to call the GG. There is no way for the heroes to come back. And Moon, he's got to accept the fate as they just keep on going. Even the Drawer of the Claw just wants to live, but he's just going to die.
Tries to go for the rejuvenation, but this is over. He is already down 25 supply, only left for Moon. He tries to revive his Demon Hunter. This costs him so much gold. He has a huge problem right now, and those hero levels for the undead player are amazing. Level 4 Death Knight, and both of his secondary heroes should already be on level 3 and therefore have the 2 nukes.
Yeah, I really don't know what Moon believes he can achieve with this one, even just keeping himself back in again. And they focus him, they will bring him down. Slow, nuke, whatever you've got. All they want to do is bring down this Demon Hunter. On the bright side, he does have a lot of heals.
Oh my god, he has Frost Worms.
GG!
GG, and this is game. Ted goes to the final, and Moon does not win a single map.
Look at that thumbs up. Ted saying thank you, China. Thank you
Wow.
for believing in me.
Oh my god, what a game.
Ted, he's going to be so happy with this one.
Man, that potion of less invulnerability saved his ass. But
Yeah.
if this Death Knight dies and the Demon Hunter survives, then it goes exactly the other way around. Moon was actually in a good position when Ted portaled back the Death Knight a little bit out of position, but then he is able to find a gap, go out, and all this nuking on the Demon Hunter was just too much.
Yeah, it was. He kind of felt like that last engagement inside Ted's own base. He's just like, yeah, peace of the world, but, well, I guess Moon gets to have a little bit of peace to himself. He doesn't get to play. This is it, the end of his run. Actually, there is a playoff for the third match in Warcraft 3. I believe so.
We are waiting for the second semi-final later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, this is it for now with Warcraft 3. We are gonna go into Dota in just a few seconds.
Right.
And
Grand
of course,
final as well.
Yep, grand final for Dota. And of course, I'll be casting with Toby once again for Dota. And that's going to be it. Dota's actually going to be the last game for the day. So always make sure that you tune in tomorrow for Warcraft 3 if you're not watching Dota right now, which you should, by the way. At the two of us on Twitter, at Toby1Dota and myself at Kaldor. And we'll be back in a few minutes with a Dota Grand Final.